Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Sorry about that interruption. So we had an amazing hit on that fighter, and we're gonna take it away from here. I don't have much time left. I only have 1 minute left, so I will see. Probably my decision making will not be the best at this point. I will try to push my units forward. I will try to make a pincer move on his. Okay. My problem is that this particular fighter, I'm worried that he is there to stay. I do want to poison this guy, at least, make him fight a bit for his money. Okay, that was terrible. So if he kills something now, I'm gonna be absolutely devastated. So I am going to, I don't even know what to do. Given this situation, I'm just going to poison everybody. Okay, that was a bit of a rushed play because I don't have enough time. And I should probably have taken this village as well or moved my ghost around. That was a rush play. So that was well thought, but the other things were a bit rushed. I could have taken villages. Maybe he had forgotten about this bat, which would be amazing. I could take the village next turn, or maybe not. We will see. However, I did want to put a lot of pressure on his griffin, and that was a risk. He's probably going to go for my ghoul. It's an amazing target. However, I don't want him to level this dwarvish fighter. I want him to to be a bit scared. I want him to realize that he is dealing with a player that is willing to take risks, a player that is not scared to attack. So I want him to be a bit more cautious about his positioning because he is in such a good position, and that is really important. If he had 2 out of 2, that would have been absolutely it would have been absolutely terrible, because it would have given this dwarvish fighter more chances to kill my ghost. Now he's thinking, should I do it? Should I not? He's going to maybe commit the other footpad. That's what I want to see. I want to at least see him use 3 of his units to kill 1 of mine. I'm not asking for much. So I want him to, okay, now that hurt. Now let's see. This will be really important. If he levels this, it's game over for me. I don't see myself coming back from that. So because I poisoned him, I made him take the risk, right? So now, fingers crossed, guys. Oh my god, I didn't expect this. He didn't go for the ghost. He's going to go for the ghoul, which is a much better move from his side, to be honest. Oh, that is painful, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely painful. I won't lie. This is painful. And I did force him to make this play. He at least used 4 of his units to kill 1 of mine. And he had to leave the village. Otherwise, grabbing the village back would have been a major problem for me. So, you see, I took some risks. I was behind. It kind of paid off a little, not too much, just a little. And now I am still in a difficult position, but at least I found a way, a mechanism to get my village back, right? Otherwise, it would have just been terrible. Now, in terms of what do I do with this ghost is probably going to die. I'm not going to lie. I am going to place it on, okay, so he went back with the Griffin Rider, no more, okay, and another Griffin is coming, and I don't know how to counter Griffins other than skeleton fighters, and more poison, I guess. Okay, this is probably going to hurt. Not sure what to do next now. Now, this ghost is dead. I'm not having any, let's say, I'm making any illusions about it. That ghost is definitely dead. Now, in terms of my recruits, I feel like I do need another ghoul, simply because I've lost my faith in skeleton fighters, and I will be poisoning some more? What do you guys think? Can't really do much with this ghoul, and I feel that I am in a terrible position. I might be just feeding him experience, but I feel like I should be... Okay, at least it poisoned the ghoul. I should be just spreading the green appreciation to everybody that is, interested in receiving this green blessing. Now, in terms of what do I do with this ghost, even if I drain, I mean, it's terrible. There's really not much I can do. I might as well just leech some experience from this level 2 unit and place it on a tile that doesn't have much around it. In terms of this bat, I should probably try to bring it back home, but I am afraid that might not happen. Could try to hit here and there. Try again to leech some experience. I feel that I could also scout a bit, because going here is just embracing death. There are so many impact units and a level 2 unit. Might as well. Okay, I can also see where his leader is. You see, his leader is waiting for my bat to grab this village, so I'm not going to do that, obviously. Okay, that turned out quite fine. So if his leader is there and waiting for me to grab the village, it means that I can just, grab a village myself. Now, this bat is vulnerable, indeed, but he also has to deal with this ghoul, which is poisoning him. And don't really know what else I could do. I am really spread thin. My whole defense relies on a ghost, and he is going to use everything he can to and I'm going to have to recruit next turn. So I don't feel it's such a good idea to bring my leader out. But just to make him a bit... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to make him a bit cautious in going all out for my ghost, but I think he won't. Okay, but anyway, just to make him a bit cautious, I would just push my leader forward. Make him think about it. Make him work for his rewards, for his kills. Now I will push this ghost forward just to again give him some sense of insecurity, like, where is this ghost? Okay. He won't be able to pillage he can pillage my villages, don't get me wrong, but then I would be able to recruit an adept and at least scare him off. Scare tactics is all I can do at this point. I don't represent a real danger for him anymore, in my opinion. He has that level 2 unit. I am desperate for villages. I'm grabbing villages with bats, which is never a good thing to do, because this bat has now only 50% defense, and he is an excellent target for these hungry griffins. I might be able, if I'm lucky, to recruit this bat, to level up this particular bat, but then I would need 4 hits. I highly doubt my bat will survive 4 hits. Okay, at least some good news on the ghost. Survive the... I will definitely die to melee. I'm not too worried about melee, but at least for... okay, you see, I died to melee. I wanted to at least make him use a few units, right? So he got a bit, let's say, frustrated with this ghost. So he wanted to kill it, obviously. He could have used his second... He maybe wanted to use his second footpad to finish off the ghost, put the experience into the footpad, which would have been a very good move. Okay, and I'm sure this move would have put him in a very good mood as well, but that was not what I was going for. And we are going to see now. If I were him, I would kill this ghoul, because poison has been the saving grace in this game for me. It's guaranteed damage, and it can actually be effective against these footpads. Okay, and he does go for the ghoul. He will probably finish the ghoul off with okay. That's great. He didn't manage, so his experience management is failing left and right, which is good news for me, I guess. So because he had to use 3 units on that ghoul, he wasn't able to deal with this bat. This is the kind of strategy that I was going for when attacking myself. So yeah, it's not much. It's not, I mean, I'm not asking for much. And now this is, at least it's not quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's great. So I can at least run away with the bat. I can run away from this. I can run away from this poacher, and I can maybe try my luck in attacking this particular, the other poacher, and I can maybe even, with a bit of luck again, I'm heavily reliant on luck at this point. So you see, my ghost went away. Instead of him being panicking, he just went for the village, which is understandable. It's absolutely understandable, but this would allow me to pillage more villages. He will probably punish me for it, though. But at this point, I will take it. There's not much else I could do. Now, in terms of my ghost, I will try to... Will obviously try to... Let me see here. Okay, that was good. That was not bad at all. I could get one, if I could get one hit here, that would be amazing. I could get another village, or I could get the kill. I would prefer the kill, obviously, but that would not happen. You know, you can't always have, good luck, but in my position, I couldn't have really done much. Also, I do want to put some damage into this footpad as well. Okay, at least this is not quick. So I do want to create some pressure for him in this area. I don't want him to be all happy and running around with his units, right? I want him to at least, have to walk around. I don't want this particular guy to hit my bats. I want him to scramble for units to hit my bats with. I also want him to get villages. I want him to, basically try to make his units do 10,000 things at once. Make it hard for him. Now, in terms of him getting the village on this side with the footpad, which is resilient, that would be a problem. A resilient footpad would be a problem, and it would take me a long time to get the village back. That's why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, on this side, I do have a lot of units in the area. So, but these, none of them are quick. So if he does get the village, which I'm sure he will, so if he does get the village, and he won't be able to go back, I will be able to get a village as well. Okay, so who do you think is better at pillaging villages and surviving in villages? Obviously the footpad, you would say, but the ghost is not too bad either. And I am going to be sneaky about it. I'm going to stay here. So this is going to be 1, 2. Okay, that's good. That's actually good. So I have to take this kind of risks. I have to make this kind of adjustments. He will be taking one of my villages, and I will be taking one of his, and we'll see who gets the better end of the deal. Now, in terms of his footpad coming here, I will attack him with my leader. So, let's say, so aggressively. And I want him just to fear me a bit. Not too much, just a bit. There's no way I'm mounting an attack on this side. So at least get him come here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I have the leader here to intimidate him on this side, and I have adepts on this side. Okay, so that's basically it. I am stretching myself thin. I'm relying on these ghosts to get lucky, basically. I'm trying to avoid his level 2 unit, and I'm trying to start the game of grab the village and run. Him with the footpad and myself with the ghost. I don't know which one of us is going to be successful. I'm relying also on these Griffin Riders to not be too great. That's what I like to see. Now, this one will probably not level up. Okay, he took the village. He was scared because of this bat. He's really overprotective of his units. I mean, he has 4 units more. He killed 4 units more than I did. So there's no reason for him to play in this way, to be honest. If I were him, I wouldn't. There's no way. You're never going to save this poacher. No need to go back. Great, 60% is working. That's always nice to see. And basically only luck can bring me into this game. And I just, as I say this, it's basically lights out for that annoying bat. Now, I'm not sure what he will do with this unit. This is interesting. Will he be aggressive? Will he try to go back? This footpad could try to get in here and get the village. Okay, he got this village. So now the fun starts, right? So he has 1 more village than I do, but I will have enough gold to recruit an adept anyway. However, what he doesn't know, or he might know, he's a bright guy. I do have a ghost trying to pillage left and right. And that is going to hurt him. Hopefully. This is where I am banking my money. This is what I am hoping that will turn the game around. Now, his Dwarvish fighter in the middle of the map is slowly dying, hopefully. I'm really curious what he will do with the Dwarvish fighter as well. I would put him on the... Okay, that's what I'm about to say. Close the ghost. Don't let the ghost get the experience from the poacher. This bat was going to level up anyway, so some extra experience in the bat was not going to make any difference whatsoever. Again, these footpads are extremely annoying. There's not much I can do about it, though. I can only suffer through. Now, I'm really curious whether he will... He shouldn't. He won't go with he shouldn't go with the footpad to grab my village. That would be suicide. However, now the question is, what do I do with my ghost? Which village do I grab? If I grab this village, well, both villages would be fine, to be honest. He can't really... So if I grab this village now, I'll be able to go here, but then he'll be able to surround me. Whereas in this case, I'll be able to take this village and then take the other one, which will be more difficult to defend for him. So, okay, at least I have a ghost, which is good news. Ghost pillaging villages, that's where you want the ghost to be. Where did the... That is just insane. Where... Oh, here is a level 2 unit. Okay, I lost track of it for a second there. Now, I do want to go far away from him. As far away, especially as far away from this village as possible. But also far away from those poachers. And not too close to the hill. It's really difficult to place this bat. I should just be happy that he leveled up, right? I should be happy because of this. Oh, he can actually level up a bit more. So I can make a level 2 bat, which is nice to see. I didn't know you could level up bats this many times. This bat placement is nice, but the ghost is probably going to die again. I'm taking risks with the ghost because, yeah, the game is lost, to be honest. I have to make plays and I have to make something happen, right? So I can't just play normally and expect everything to be fine. Now, because he left my adept alone, I can I can basically move my ghoul to the other side. Now, I'm not sure whether I should be pressing the issue with the adept, at least put some pressure. But if I move my adept from the village, the attacks from the griffins will come. So my adept is kind of stuck here. Also, the adept is not fast, can't do much. Now, in terms of my recruits, I will get another. Now, I'm not too worried about him attacking on this side. No. He might attack the ghoul twice with his griffins. That might be a possibility. So I'm not going to deny that. But at the same time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see if I can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I feel that if I get this village back, it will be more difficult for him to reinforce. And also these dwarvish fighters on this flank, they are not fast at all. Now he has to make a decision with this footpad. Does he go back? Does he stay? I'm forcing him to make decisions. There's really not much else I could do. My only saving grace is this ghost, which will be a pain to deal with. This bat, which actually the bat is. I'm not too happy about the bat. The bat will die eventually. It's this ghost is really a pain for him to deal with. Okay, and this ghost is doing fine. He's leeching experience, so he just leeched 2 experience from this dwarvish steelclad. If he gets attacked with melee and he manages to evade and leech HP back, then I'm fine with it. Again, this is not a viable strategy. I acknowledge the fact that I played poorly in the beginning. I acknowledge the fact that I was punished for the risks I took. And now what I'm doing, I am basically taking more risks to make up for the risks I took. It's a downward spiral, but if I would just play the game, let's say, in a standard manner, let's call it this way, then definitely I would lose. Okay, that hurt really badly. Now, in terms of him blocking this unit, so again, another level 2 unit. However, remember, all these level 2 units, right? They take upkeep, right? So his level 2 unit costs 2 gold to maintain, while my level 2 unit costs 1 gold to maintain. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But this griffin, it will be just so mobile, and he will be able to almost one-shot adepts. In terms of my bat, I mean, he would have to place his griffin rider on this side, or he would have to place the dwarvish fighter on the village. And in terms of my bat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there's no way I'm going to hit that footpad. However, my bat seems like he will be able to get away. That's the problem of not bringing my adept into the game, because now I would have been able to finish off this footpad, right? Now I'm not able to do that. So another footpad coming my way, and the leader coming. What will he do with his footpad? Now, I might try to attack on the right-hand side simply because his level 2 unit is slow and it's on the left-hand side. But I mean, problem is these footpads. Look, he can just go back on the mountain. That's just insane mobility, insane. If I try now to hit him with my adept, I will be punished by these fighters, or at least by one of them. So I can't really catch the footpad, and I don't know if I should stay here or if I should go the other way. In terms of this, be a crazy suicide, some form of crazy suicide on this side. Now he will be able to lock me down on the village if I grab the village with my bat. My best bet is probably to run away and live to fight another day. But his griffins are just everywhere. It's going to be very difficult. I want to go back and hide, but there's no hiding from these units, I feel. I mean, even if I go back and hide like this, so he can still surround me and kill me. I feel like I should put some damage here. Maybe 20. Okay. So even if I put damage here, he is going to survive. Anyway, I feel that I did my best given the current situation. There's not much else I could do. I could again try to prepare an attack on this side again. It will be difficult to execute, but I feel that if he decides to make an attack on this side, then I will absolutely die. Now, in terms of units, I will be recruiting a walking corpse simply because that's the only way I could come back, I feel. A giant army of zombies. Now, in terms of my ghost, if I do move my ghost on this village, I will get surrounded and I'll be hit from 1, 2, 3 sides, maybe. If I do stay here, I'll be hit from 4 sides as well. So but then again, my ghost will die. I really don't know. It's a difficult choice. I feel that I should keep pillaging simply because ghosts are. And again, I'm trying to be as annoying as possible. And I'm 5 units behind. I'm trying to recover some of that gold, and he has a lot of upkeep, right? So I am trying to make up for some of my errors and some of my losses from before. Now, in terms of this footpad, again, incredibly annoying. Okay, he's going for it, ladies and gentlemen. So 2 out of 2 misses. Let's see this one. He is going to miss. That's nice to see that the 60% works. He thinks that he has me now. He thinks that, so I would have gone and killed the ghost, to be honest, but probably he, okay, there it is, trying to kill the ghost. Okay, the less damage, the better, obviously. Okay, nice. That is what I wanted to see. I really have to take my chances with these griffins. If the griffin hits, deals tremendous amount of damage. If it does not, it actually heals me. It's 50% versus 50%, so it's always interesting to see these fights. I did get minus 86% this turn, so okay. I was a bit upset in the beginning that I was a bit unlucky, but now he's being the unlucky one. Again, there's not much I can do other than take risks to make up for the risks I took in the beginning, and I failed. It's no coming back. I mean, probably there is, but you would have to be versus an inexperienced opponent, and I feel that my opponent is quite experienced, and he will seize the opportunity of swarming me with a right combination of units and gradually increasing his advantage up to a breaking point. Now, he is. Oh God! No! Oh God! So what happened with the ghost? Basically, ghost got lucky, but bat was extremely unlucky. He got hit 2 out of 2, and the bat got killed, which means I have no vision on the left-hand side. This hurts, especially since I worked very hard to recruit accordingly on that side. Now I will be relying on a 60% adept to make, I don't even know, to try to make something happen. Probably the adept will die, no question about that. Now, in terms of what am I doing with this ghost, I feel like I should be trying to kill the griffin, simply because the griffin is the only unit blocking my escape. So the more, now in terms of this annoying footpad here, I feel that I could deal some damage. Wasn't meant to be, I guess. Now this is just going to hurt. I mean, this Dark Adept is just going to melt away. And I can't even defend him with other Dark Adepts. So I mean, other Dark Adepts, I don't even have any other unit to place there or help him with. I could maybe try to move some units around, swap them around, but I just don't know what I could do at this point. I could maybe try to block this footpad simply because I hate footpads. Let me see. So I will lose this village, definitely. I will lose it. And the footpad will heal in it. This just deals insane amount of damage. 11, 11, and 15. It's just not, it's unreal. Now I can try to hit back. That's what I can do. I can try to hit back. So if he goes for the village, I can try to hit back with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I can try to hit back from this side. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't really try to hit back from the other side. Okay. Well, whatever he does, I am at the mercy of RNG anyway. He might try to finish me off with the problem is this one dies immediately, whereas this one doesn't. So 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can try to retaliate. And at this point, I just feel that it is in order to recruit one more ghost. Or one ghoul? One more ghoul? One more ghost. I need something to, and then, okay, you want to go for my adept? Go for it. You want to go for my village? Go for it. But I will, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will hit back. I will not stand and disappear quietly into the darkness. I will fight back. Now, I want to be able to make a statement on the right-hand side that if he's going to commit, I'm going to punish him. And he will be forced to continue to attack my skeleton. And knowing his luck in the most important of moments, he will probably succeed. And this has been fun because of the risk-taking, alternative risk-taking from either sides, some really wild swings in terms of statistics and probabilities. And oh god, it always hurts when you see that animation and when you see the hit coming in, it always hurts. And it's good to see that the 60% is working more or less. He will probably end up killing this skeleton. Okay, but it will cost him dearly. I will make sure of that. I want to attack him with my leader, actually. Okay, he's still insisting with the ghost. I don't blame him. But he has to be careful in terms of... oh, you see 7 damage on the ghost. That is just insane. I mean, it's really insane. It really is. And another footpad. I would have been more worried about an Oathsucker, to be honest. Okay, and I will get 14 next turn, which is fine. 14 HP. That is fine. That is absolutely fine. I'm not sure now whether I should attack the poacher instead, so I can drain some HP back, simply because the griffin didn't. I mean, when I attacked the griffin, it didn't do. I mean, I don't regenerate anything when I attack the griffin. But then again, the poacher might hit me back. I will see what the statistics tell me. I don't know what to say about. Okay, so he's retreating on that side. Doesn't seem to be keen on taking any risks, which is, to be honest, good for me, I would say. I dare say. Now, he can kill me with these. So I'll tell you exactly. He will do 44 damage to my hero if he hits it. If he hits it 4 out of 4. So I will try to not expose my hero. So I'll try to again hit with the skeleton. 2 out. That would have been great. 2 out of 2. But it's good this way as well. So I'm going to get some experience into the Dark Adept. Yeah, and I'll basically force him to attack my Dark Adept, right? So he is going to switch his attack to the right-hand side. Probably is a bit frustrated with the left-hand side, which I personally don't understand. Why would you be frustrated with the left-hand side? He had tons of success on the left-hand side. Now, this changes mechanics a bit. I mean, I don't know if I should push my adepts forward to try to get actually this village. I mean, I have 3 adepts and a ghost and a walking corpse. It just feels that I could make something happen with this. Now, in terms of what could I get from this, I could get some life back from this poacher actually. And actually the poacher does deal a significant amount of damage, but I also want to discourage the griffin. It's should have probably attacked the poacher from the beginning, to be honest. Okay, I basically didn't do anything there. Should have probably attacked the griffin. Anyway, this ghost will probably die, most likely die. I want him to. He probably thinks I don't have the guts to attack him on the right hand side. He does not know who he's dealing with. I am the most avid risk taker in the game, and I will show him that I mean business on this side. I'm not changing my plans simply because he decided to move his shiny griffins to the other side. I am going for it, as it is said, and I will try to place my units in such a way that I can be aggressive and at the same time not expose myself to unnecessary damage. And that's the beauty of the ghost. It gives me a bit of a vision on this side, and as well it now in terms of my leader, what I can do with my leader is try to get this village, try to prevent him from getting any funny ideas. I do need some more adept, unfortunately, one more adept. I'm sure he's gonna go for my village. So can he kill me 3 out of 3? He can. And then he can also take my village. So in case he gets a lucky shot and then kills my adept in 3 out of 3, I still want to prevent him from. Okay, let me look at this. Okay, that should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I needed to push my ghoul forward. So it's not like, okay, you're getting fixated on this ghost, you're gonna change your attack. I still mean business on the left hand side. You shouldn't be just ignoring me completely. This ghoul and ghost would simply feel offended, wouldn't they? And now I would grab this village below, and this should make everything very interesting because he's way behind enemy lines. He will probably go for the adept and kill it with both his dwarvish fighters, but then he would be in such a terrible position. Just don't get 3 out of 3, please. That's all I'm asking. Of course, 3 out of 3. Anyway, yeah, I guess I was lucky as well. Within the next within the last 2 turns, I had my fair share of luck, and I can't really complain too much about it. Now, I do hope that I will be able to finish off this fighter and get some more experience into my new adept. That was an interesting exchange. Okay. Range is the ones that you have to look out for. Range is the one that hurts. And as I said, range is the one that hurts. In terms of melee, you always have the hope that you can regen a bit of your life. But in terms of range, that hope is gone. Now, I do need to use my leader on this Dwarvish fighter, and that is going to hurt me. It's going to hurt him as well. But there's no other way. I feel that he was a bit frustrated with the fact that his Dwarvish fighters did not have good movement. However, I think his Dwarvish fighters did tremendous job in the beginning. He really leveraged their power by killing my skeleton, my adepts, really everything that moved. Now, he does have a griffin here. I know it, and I know that he can't really reach my villages. He will probably place it in the shadows, try to threaten most of my villages. In terms of me killing this Dwarvish Steelclad, I would need probably 2 out of 2 on all my adepts. Not sure whether this will happen or not. Okay, he's actually being pretty courageous there. Props to him. He wants to finish this game, which is fair enough. I feel that he is a bit too courageous. And I will try to make the best of it, right? There's no way I'm not using my leader. I have to use my leader. Okay, and that was relatively acceptable rate of hitting. Now, I could perhaps use my adept and finish him off, but I do want the experience. Nah, it's just not worth it, is it? I mean, I'm not sure how much damage the footpad does, but I do need to take some risks. There's probably also a griffin waiting in the shadows to cut me off. That's what I'm worried about. So I'm just going to do this, and if this misses, I'm going to finish up with the skeleton, which it did. So that's nice to see. Now, in terms of the thing is, my only worry is that there is a skeleton out there, and that skeleton, I mean, there is a griffin out there, and that griffin just wants to cut off my retreat and destroy me. Now, this would be extremely painful, and if he gets, for example, 1 hit, 2 hits, maybe he has even 2 griffins. This just seems very likely that he has 2 griffins, and I just want to scout with my ghost. Why not? Okay. I was scared for nothing, so no griffins. But at the same time, I want to have an eye in the cave. He might want to I'll push this forward. Try to close it up with okay, this is really risky business from my side. He can really take advantage of this. He could basically destroy all my adepts. Probably want to put probably want to put this one here. No, not even that. I want to put this here. And then this one behind. And try to make something happen. Maybe here. Okay. Now, in terms of what he could do, he could take this village, and then there wouldn't be not much I could do about it other than go back and try to recruit again, try to refresh my forces. This is just me making a statement. Please go back. Please don't go for my ghost. Please don't just go crazy on the right-hand side. I can still be dangerous. I don't know if he's going to fall for it. He might just, go all in on my ghoul, destroy it, and then these adepts will be food. But we will see. I did get a lucky break with his attack on the right-hand side, I feel. Those Dwarvish fighters will have been difficult units to kill. Now, in terms of my ghost, I'm not sure if I can get any villages, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can actually get some villages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can actually get plenty of villages. And he needs to keep his units behind. Okay, he doesn't care, apparently. I will be recruiting... Not sure what I should be recruiting. I will be recruiting tons of adepts to gain my villages back. I feel like I should be banking a bit more, and I will maybe use my leader from the hill, try to deal more damage. It is really important that I get this village back now, otherwise he will just deal damage next turn, and it will be a slippery slope from there. Now this guy is not quick, so that's a saving grace. In terms of the other footpath, though, he could really be brave and try to get... Now, if he tries to get my keep with the other footpath, then I'll probably go back and recruit 2 adepts. Otherwise, I shall see what my optimal strategy would be. Anyway, he is trying to break my back at this point. I am trying to say I'm strong, although I doubt he's taking me seriously, to be honest. If he moves the griffin to the left-hand side, then I'm just running back with all my units. Or, 59 and 59, and if I deal... Okay, he went back. He went back, but at the same time, he didn't move any units on the left-hand side, so he's attacking through the center. He's attacking on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, and he's not doing anything on the left-hand side. Now I could maybe sacrifice a ghoul if I wanted to. Okay, I really don't think that is the right attitude, to be honest. Is he going for my leader? Well, it's really interesting and really interesting choice for my opponent. Definitely keeps me in the game for a little longer. Okay, he went for my units. That's the right approach, I feel. Because he's going around, he's probably trying to prevent me from doing this. And this is probably exactly what I will do. Because if he's going for my units, I should be going for his. A more conservative play would just be to put my adept on the village and just recruit, because I might be in a position where I won't be able to recruit for a very long time. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to recruit adepts. So where can this guy reach? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll be bringing guys back anyway, so probably should get 1 more adept. They are quick, so I'm absolutely loving that. Now, in terms of the placement for this adept, it can be behind, which would guarantee its survival, or it could be there, which would guarantee absolutely nothing, but it would maybe... Okay, I think this ghost did its job. He kept so many units. So I think... I'm not even sure, to be honest. I could also deal some damage here. That would be, I think, a safe play. Fair to say. As long as I use my ghost to block them, and as long as my units go back. Now, he could be having an all-circle here, and he might as well do. But at this point, a free village, I'm going to take it, and these guys, they have absolutely no business there. Not much to do at this point, so I'm just going to try to block the footpad from getting my village, although he might get it anyway, so he'll be like, unless I place my ghost here, then he might not be able to enter the cave. So I probably do this. Okay. Nothing. So he won't be able to take my village. He will be able to take my village with this footpad, but then I am hoping that... Okay, I'm not hoping for anything. I will make provisions to make sure my village stays unoccupied. He might as well take this village. I really don't care. I will be able to get it back. Yes, not sure whether my opponent would be willing to save the game. Now, in terms of this griffin over here, I will try to go back. Not even going to try to fight. I'm going to attempt to fight back there. I'm just going to bring my adepts back and try to recover my villages, maybe kill some units. Definitely killing some units. And try to stay alive with my leader. Now let's see his move. This is basically cannon fodder. This is definitely going to die. But what I'm hoping is that he will poison a lot of units in return. Now, he has several options at this point. He can just start attacking adepts, keep pushing forward. He has a significant advantage in terms of units. He will soon have a significant advantage in terms of gold. My army is mostly adepts, which they die very easily to anything, really. If he was to recruit an Ulfserker, then I would be in heaps of trouble. I should probably try to step up my ghost recruitment, and from there on, it will probably be... So if I survive this attack, and if I kill this Dwarvish fighter, and maybe if I kill also his footpad, then it will be a case of the game restarting. By that time, I think I will attempt to save my opponent, because this game has been quite long. It has been also epic, don't get me wrong. It has been absolutely exhilarating, but it will turn out to be a more steady fight with him having the advantage of a level 2 Griffin and a level 2 Dwarvish Steelclad, and me having absolutely nothing. Then lots of goodwill and lots of determination to play optimally and to win, which is definitely easier said than done. Now, 2 out of 2 from the footpad, that hurt, and now 3 out of 3 probably from the Dwarvish Steelclad, that must hurt again. Now, I feel that he's having too much of an easy time clearing those villages. I mean, 3 out of 3 versus 60%. Well, anyway, what's done is done. No point in having a fight or a discussion over spilt milk. It feels like on the left hand side he probably has another level 2 Griffin, and he's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's probably threatening my village. So unless he makes anything, so for example, if he retreats with all his units and then places his units in a let's say in a disciplined position, to be fair, game is his. Yeah, this is what I feared. He's basically saying, look, I killed one of your units. I grabbed the village back. I made some gold here. I have a unit advantage. I have higher mobility with my level 2 Griffin. That is just crazy. So if he does this, it's playing smart, to be honest. He's slowly pressing his advantage and making it harder. So this is what I feared. Well played, especially now at the end. Winning slowly but surely. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys at our next episode of Thinking in whatever strategy game I decide to cast next time.